Hi team. See, I'm shooting this video in night. That's why you can see the darkness. It is spreading everywhere. And anyway, let me go to the session. And we were discussing about exercise 1.1. And in the last video, I have discussed about 8 or 9 question, I think. And we were discussing about the multiplicative inverse, how to check whether a given number is a multiplicative inverse or not. In that way, the discussion was going on, and now by this video we will wind up this exercise 1.1, and we will move to the next session. Okay, and as I told you, I will not solve all questions. I will leave all simple questions, unwanted question. And you know one thing, in your 8th standard CBSE textbook many things are there. Okay, if you want to discuss everything without leaving a full stop and without leaving a comma, we need, I think, more than 1.5 year. We need at least 15 or 16 months to discuss everything. So that doesn't mean I will leave important things. Never. I will not do that. We will discuss all the concept in your 8th standard CBSE textbook. In between, we will leave some unwanted concepts, unwanted questions like that, isn't it? You may understand that. So so let me go to the session. And I felt that, I don't know about that properly, but I felt that you're not considering this class as a serious thing. Do you? I don't think that you are considering the class as much. You are not giving much seriousness. Maybe some students, very few number of students are giving that much seriousness to math class, but still majority percentage is not giving seriousness. I can feel that by seeing your notebooks and all, but don't do that. You know in this situation only the possible thing is online classes that is going on now, isn't it? There is no other possibility. And let me tell you one thing, as your class teacher said, this is your basement. 8th standard is the base, your first foot towards the 10th standard. So make that as a perfect step. Okay, because we teachers know the seriousness of your 8th standard, because 8th standard maths also every subject is filled with much concept, since it is a base. So give that much seriousness and learn well. Okay, now I am going to discuss your exercise 1.1 10th question. In 10th, your first question is, you have to give an example for a rational number that does not have a reciprocal. That means you have to give an example for a rational number that does not have a reciprocal. For example, 1 by 2. What is the reciprocal of 1 by 2? 2 by 1. 1 by 2 is a rational number, no? Its reciprocal is 2 by 1. That means in the case of the rational number 1 by 2, reciprocal is existing. That is 2 by 1. And what about 1 by 8? 8 by 1. What about 2 by 3? 3 by 2 is the reciprocal. So can you find out an example for a rational number such that we cannot find it the reciprocal? Can you give an example? What about 0? Can you say 0 is a rational number? Yes, of course 0. 0 is a rational number. Why? Because 0, we can represent it as 0 by 1. 0 is a rational number. What is the reciprocal of that? 1 by 0. Can you say 1 by 0 is existing? Never. 1 by 0 will not exist, because when denominator becomes 0, we cannot say that is a rational number. It is not defined. What? Not defined. So the required rational number is 0 or 0 by 1. Why? Because its reciprocal is 1 by 0, that is not existing. So this is the example for the rational number which is not having any reciprocal. Because 0 is a rational number. Why? Because 0 we can represent as 0 by 1. When you consider its reciprocal, it becomes 1 by 0. 1 by 0 is not defined. Why? Because denominator becomes 0. So answer for the question is 0. And you can write this reason in bracket. You have to explain in your own words. In mathematics, grammatical error can be happen. If you can avoid grammatical errors, no problem, that is well. But if in between writing notes, if some grammatical mistake happen, no problem, let it be, since it is math. But you have to write every steps. Okay, and the next question is, let us go to the next question. And your second question says that the rational numbers that are equal to their reciprocal. That means you have to give, this is the answer for the first question in 10th first sub question, and the second sub question is I told you, do not write like this. You have to, anyway I am explaining, no, so you can write your own notes. So you can use your own language and you can write in your own style, but everything should be there in the notebook. Okay, I will check your notebook, you know that, isn't it? And the second question is, as I said, you have to give the example for the rational numbers which their reciprocals are equal to each other. For example, can you consider, you just consider a rational number 1 by 2. What is the reciprocal? 2 by 1. Can you say 1 by 2 and 2 by are equal? No, they are not equal. Let me consider another rational number 3 by 2. Which is the reciprocal? 2 by 3. Can you say 3 by 2 and 2 by 3 are equal? Not equal. You have to find a rational number such that when you take the reciprocal, that reciprocal and the rational number should be same. Here both are different. So this is not the example for our question. And here also this both are not equal. So this is also not the answer for our question. We have to find out a rational number such that that rational number and reciprocal should be equal. For example, this is the example 1. Can you call 1 as a rational number? Of course. Why? Because 1 we can represent as 1 by 1. What is the reciprocal of 1 by 1? Again 1 by 1. That means if you consider the rational number 1 by 1, reciprocal also 1 by 1. That means rational number and its reciprocal becomes equal, and this is the example for that. So answer for the question is 1 or 1 by 1, because 1 by 1 is a rational number such that when you consider the reciprocal of 1 by 1, again it is 1 by 1. You may understand. That means rational number and its reciprocal are equal to each other. And your third question is, you have to give an example for a rational number. When you take the reciprocal of that should be the negative of the rational number which we have choose. For example, what is the, can you say 2 is a rational number? Of course. What is the reciprocal of 2? How we can calculate the reciprocal of 2? 2 we can express as 2 by 1. Then its reciprocal become 1 by 2. So reciprocal of 2 by 1 is 1 by 2. See, 1 by 2 is not the negative of 2 by 1. Isn't it? So according to the question, we need a rational number such that when you take the reciprocal, you have to listen to my words carefully. According to the question, we need a rational number such that when you take the reciprocal of that rational number, that reciprocal should be the negative of the rational number we have chosen. Here the rational number we choose is 2 by 1. When you take the reciprocal, it becomes 1 by 2. But 1 by 2 is not the negative of minus 2 by 1. So this is not the answer for our question. Okay. Can you consider 3 by 2? What is the reciprocal of 3 by 2? 2 by 3. But 2 by 3 is not the negative of 3 by 2. You may understand. What is the negative of 3 by 2? Negative 3 by 2, no? Or what is the negative of 3 by 2? Minus 3 by 2, no? It is not like that. It is 2 by 3. So this is not the answer for our question. Our question says that you have to choose a rational number such that when you take the reciprocal, that reciprocal should be in the negative of the rational number which we have taken. For example, again 0. Can you say 0 is a rational number? 0 is the answer for the question. You can ask me why. The reason is, can you consider 0 as a rational number? Of course. What is the sorry, a great mistake happened from my side. The question is not like that. Question says that, sorry for the mistake, please forgive me. And your question is the rational number that is equal to its negative. That is the question. There is no nothing about the reciprocal. That is, the question says that rational number, you have to find an example for a rational number. You have to find an example for a rational number such that that rational number should be equal to its negative. Its negative. For example, okay. Sorry for my mistake again, because since I am a mathematics teacher, I am not supposed to make any mistake, but it happened since I am a human being. And you know, can you consider, sir, can you just let me explain this question by some example. Can you just consider 2 by 3 is a rational number. See, 2 by 3 is a rational number. What is the but 2 by 3 is a rational number, no? Isn't it? And you just consider the negative of that. That means negative 2 by 3. Here there is nothing about the reciprocal. No need to consider the reciprocal and all. Here it says that you have to consider a rational number and you just consider its negative and compare both. 2 by 3 I consider it's negative also. So compare both. Can you say both are equal? 2 by 3 is much different from minus 2 by 3. We cannot say both are equal. So if you consider 2 by 3, it negative become minus 2 by 3. Both are not equal. We know that. So this is not the example for this question, because we need a rational number such that when you take the negative, that both should be equal. Okay. So answer for the question is 0. You can ask me why. What is a, can you say 0 is a rational number? Of course 0 is a rational number. You know that. You know the reason. And what is the negative of that? Negative 0. What is the value of, when you just consider a rational number as 0, you know 0 is a rational number, and you just consider the negative of that, negative 0. What is the negative of 0? What is the value of negative 0? Negative 0 means negative into 0. Negative 0 means that negative into 0. What is negative into 0? Again 0. You know that when you multiply 0 with anything, the entire result will be 0. For example, consider this marker. When I multiply this marker with 0, we will get the result as 0. You just consider the scale. When you multiply this scale with 0, the entire result will be 0. So in that way, when you multiply negative sign with 0, the end result will be 0. That means if you consider the rational number as 0, when you consider its negative, the answer will be 0. That means this number and it negative, 0 and negative 0 are both are equal. See, here I consider the number as 0. When I consider the negative of that, negative 0 is again 0. That means the rational, this is a rational number and its negative is rational number and its negative. Both are same. See, we started with a 0. When I consider its negative, again I got 0. That means this is an example for the question. Why? Because 0 is a rational number. When I take the negative, again we got the same rational number. This is the example for that. You may understood. മനസ്സിലാവാത്തവർക്ക് കൊണ്ട് ഒന്നുകൂടെ പറയുന്നു. 0 നിങ്ങൾ റാഷണൽ നമ്പർ ആണെന്ന് പറഞ്ഞു. അതിന് നെഗറ്റീവ് എടുത്തപ്പോൾ എന്താണെന്ന് കിട്ടി? വീണ്ടും തുടങ്ങിയ റാഷണൽ നമ്പറിൽ തന്നെ നമ്മൾ എത്തി. അപ്പോൾ ഇതാണ് ഈ ക്വസ്റ്റ്യൻ ഉത്തരം. അങ്ങനെ എത്തണം. പക്ഷേ ഇവിടെ അങ്ങനെയല്ല. 2 by 3 നെഗറ്റീവ് മൈനസ് 2 by 3 രണ്ടും രണ്ടാണ്. പക്ഷേ ഇവിടെ രണ്ടും നെഗറ്റീവ് 0 എന്ന് വെച്ചാൽ 0 തന്നെയാണ്. അപ്പോൾ ഇതാണ് എൻ്റെ എക്സാമ്പിൾ. ഓക്കെ. See, and next, so I'm going to wind up that session, and last one is filling the blanks question. You just try for that, and if you feel any doubt, call me. You can call me. I told you, don't worry or don't think that Shibin sir will feel bad when we call him. No. See, I'm offering me help. You can call me at any time and clarify your doubts. And the filling the blanks question I'm leaving for you. And after doing that activity, you have to check with you have to compare the answer with the backside answers. Okay. And next I'm going to open the new session. The new session is how to represent a rational number on number line. What? How to represent a rational number on number line. You know, it's very simple and it's very interesting too. Can we go for that? Okay. So, as I mentioned, our topic is representation of rational numbers on number line. How to represent a rational number on number line? You know, number line is a real line such that both ends are extending. That is a specialty of a line, isn't it? And here the question is represent minus 2. Of course, minus 2 is a rational number, isn't it? Yes. 2. Again 2 is a rational number because 2 we can represent as 2 by 1. And we have to express this minus 2 and 2 on the number line. I'm going to solve this question as an introductory section. How we can mark. Okay, that I'm going to explain. So the rational numbers I choose this minus 2 and 2. I'm going to represent this minus 2 and 2 on the number line. So first thing is I have to draw a number line. You have to use your scale. Okay. Please use your scale. And at the middle portion, you can mark 0. Then after 1 centimeter, I repeat, after 1 centimeter, you have to use your scale. You can write 1. Then after 1 centimeter 2, again 1 centimeter 3, again 1 centimeter 4, so on. And the left side you can write minus 1, taking 1 centimeter minus 1 minus 3, it should be 1 centimeter minus 3, etc. And what I have to choose, what I would represent minus 2. See, this is that. So this is minus 2. And what is next 2? See, this is 2. See, representation over. Okay. So you may feel that how foolish section is this? Very simple, no? But we just started. We are going to solve little more problems, then we will get understood the importance of this concept or topic. Okay, and let me give you the another question. Represent 7 by 4 on number line. Okay, see, 7 by 4 is a rational number, no? We have to represent 7 by 4 on number line. Okay, so here the question is 7 by 4. 7 by 4 is not simple as -2 and 2. So you may understand the importance of the topic now. Represent 7 by 4. How we can calculate, how we can represent 7 by 4 on number line? So you may think that we can divide 7 with 4 and we will get the answer. That answer we can mark it on that. See, 7 by 4, if you go for if you go for the normal division and if you find out the value, you will get the decimal point, then it will be difficult to mark. So let it be there. We are not going to opt that method. We will choose some another method. So I know 7 by 4 is a positive number. Can you say it is a positive number or negative number? It is a positive number because the sign here, the no sign is there, that means there exists positive. Since it is a positive number, the representation should be on the right side of 0. Why? Because right side of 0 is containing only positive numbers. If it is a negative number, we have to go for the left side of 0. So since it is right side of 0, I'm not marking much number in the left side because I know that marking should be on the right side. So you can mark some more numbers on the right side. Left side you can reduce the numbers. You may understood. And you just see what is the denominator. Always see the denominator. What is the denominator here? 4. That means you have to divide each space. That means this is known as unit or space. Each space you have to divide. These all are the units or spaces between the number. You have to divide the each space into four equal divisions. Like, for example, let me start from 0. You know, because the marking should be on the rightmost side, so let me start from the 0 towards the right side. Okay, and as I told you, the denominator, see the denominator, forget about the numerator, just take the denominator, that is 4. So I'm going to divide each space into 4 equal spaces, like, you know, 0 to 1, no? So in between I am going to divide this space into 4 equal spaces, like, you know, 1. You just see this. Let me use some another ink. 1. Oh, it's not working. Sorry. Now you just see, in between 0 and 1, I divide the entire space into 4 equal spaces. See, 1, 2, 3, 4, and the 4 spaces are almost equal. No need to use your scale and all, because you can see, if you want you can use the scale, but it will take some time. No need to use that. I prefer no need to use scale and all, but that space should be almost equal. You can mark with the free hand marking can be done, but that space almost should be equal. See, I marked with free hand, but the spaces are equal, no? Yes, in that way. And in between 1, 2, this space also must divide into 4 equal spaces, like, you know, see, 1, 2, 3, 4, and this space also we have to divide into 4 equal spaces, 1, 2, 3, just like that you have to continue. Okay, you may understood. And now just see, just after 0 you can see the first marking, that stands for how many spaces are there? 1, 2, 3, 4. Out of 4 classification, this is the first classification, no? Out of 4 division, this is the first division, so you can mark it as 1 by 4. Out of 4 division, this is the second division, you can mark it as 2 by 4. And out of 4 division, this is your third division, you can mark it as 3 by 4. And of course this is 4 by 4, and this is 5 by 4, and this is your 7 by 4, and this will be the place of that 7 by 4 on number line. Once again, you can divide each space into 4 equal subspaces, and the first one you can mark it as 1 by 4. Why? Because we divide into 4 spaces, no? Out of 4, this is the first one. So first 1 by 4, 2 by 4, 3 by 4, 4 by 4, 5 by 4, 6 by 4, 7 by 4. And we need 7 by 4, and this is the place for that. See, 4 by 4, oh, see, 4 by 4, 5 by 4, and this is, sorry, again I made mistake. This is 6 by 4, we need 7 by 4, and this is going to be your 7 by 4. 5 by 4, 6 by 4, 7 by 4. And this is your 8 by 4 actually. We don't want that. See, what is 8 by 4? 8 by 4 is 2 itself. Sharp. Result is very sharp. Okay, you may understood. Okay, next question is represent 2 by 3 on the number line. How we can represent? Let me explain very fast. Draw the number line with your scale, and since it's a positive number, you can mark 0 here, because we need some positive side. We need much space in the positive side. Left side can be minimized because the required number is 2 by 3. No, it's a positive number, and you can mark here 1, then 2, then 3, then 4, then 5, then here -1. Enough. And each space must divide into 3 equal, because here the denominator is 3. See, 0 and 1, we have to make it as 3 equal spaces. See, 1, 2, see, here also 3, 1, 2, see, 1, 2, 3 spaces, no? Here also 3. How? 1, 2, 3, no? Isn't it? And this is your this is your first point out of 3 classes. That means 1 by 3. This is 2 by 3, and this is going to be a 3 by 3. You may understood. 0 കഴിഞ്ഞ തൊട്ടടുത്തുള്ളത് ഏതാണ്? ആദ്യത്തേതാണ്. ആദ്യത്തേത് സ്റ്റാൻഡ്സ് ഫോർ 1 ഡിവൈഡ് ബൈ എത്ര ക്ലാസിഫിക്കേഷൻ, എത്ര ക്ലാസ് ആയിട്ട് നമ്മൾ എടുത്തത്? 3 ക്ലാസ് അല്ലേ? അപ്പോൾ 1 by 3, 2 by 3, 3 by 3, 4 by 3, 5 by 3, so on. And what we need? We need 2 by 3. See, this is your 2 by 3. You may understood. Okay, so you may understood how to represent a rational number. So when you represent and all, try to make it as much sharp, because mathematics everything should be sharp and accurate. Do like that. And I'm going to wind up this video session. Just watch the video well and write everything in the notebook. And as I told you, one activity is there to fill in the blanks. Do that. I know if you do it seriously, you feel doubt. Call me. Okay, bye.